Good morning everybody, it's Mr. Jacobs with some games here for our Maroon group this week. Sticking with the theme of around the world, I've chosen a couple of games from China. This particular one is called NIM 17, and as you've probably guessed, it involves getting or not getting to 17. There's different rules you can apply, different rules that you can make up yourself to play the game. So the youngest player starts the game, and in the next game the oldest one can start it, and so on and so forth. Or if you would like to, you can roll a dice or play rock, paper, scissors to see who moves, but basically just get on with the game, to be honest. So how do we play it? So with this particular rule, the idea is not to get to 17 or above. If when it's your turn you have to move the counter and it becomes 17 or over, you lose the game. And what do I mean by that? So here we are. Player 1, red, has moved the counter to 1, therefore the total is 1. The next player moves the same counter along a red line. So clearly we can see here that the blue player, in this instance, can only move it to 3 anyway. Now we only use one counter. I'm just using a different colour to show you where the players are moving. So 1, blue has gone to 3, 1 of 3 is 4. Red is then going to move either to 3 or to 1. They can't go anywhere else at this point. So they've gone to 3. So the running total now is 7. Where can that player then go? You keep moving until you get to that point where someone is forced to make the total 17 or over. So if red is on 16, for example, and blue can only go to a 2 or 3, then red wins because blue has taken it over 17 or above. When you've played this first game, you can change the rules. So perhaps play these rules for a few games. Then you could make it that the first person to get to 17 or over is the winner. Or you could change it so that the odd or even or prime numbers serve more purpose in it. So you can create your own rules with that if you would like to. The second game I'm going to talk to you about is called NIM. So I think NIM 17 is a sort of has come off the start of NIM. So this is quite a simple game, I think, but quite easy to set up at home. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 lines, or 7 capital I's if I'm being honest with my computer. 7 lines in a row up the top, then 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, and then 2. So here I'm going to give you an example of a game being played. Okay, so the player with one line left loses. So first to go is blue. Blue goes for 4 lines at the top. Again, you can do as many as you like. Red retaliates with a full line of 5, a bold move from red. Blue responds with 3 in the second row. Red copies the 3 to complete a tidy, neat front row. Next move, all blue with a cheeky 1, it's getting tense. Red follows suit. So anything you can do, I can do too. Follows with a red 1. Blue comes in with a full 3. Red now with a 2. Here we are, tense situation. 3 lines left, 2, 1, 2. Where will blue go? Blue has gone for 2 at the bottom, which I think is a bad move because red will take the 2 on the second row, leaving 1 line. So therefore, the red player wins because the blue player has a line left. Here's another example where we've changed the rules slightly. So this time, the player left with no lines loses. So whereas it was before, if you were left with 1 line you lose, this time if you're left with no lines you lose. So you're trying to get the last line to win it. You'll notice the pattern's quite similar. Blue's gone for 4, red follows suits with a middle line wipe out. Blue goes with a 3, red neat and tidy at the top again. Blue with 1, red retaliates, very similar pattern, I appreciate. Blue goes for 3 across the third from bottom. Blue with 2 from the bottom. Red goes for 2. I think I know what blue's going to do. Red goes with 2 there. Blue retaliates with 1. Therefore, red has no lines left. Blue player wins because the red player has no lines left. Now, there are some links to some games here just to continue on the game's theme. The top game, you get a Chinese dragon on your screen. And the idea is you've got a list of numbers and you need to put the numbers into place value order. So you can choose the level that you play at. So you can choose an easier level where the digits may only be 2 or 3, or you can go for far higher digit numbers, which makes it a little bit more challenge, but sticking with the Chinese theme to complete your Chinese dragon. Okay, And on that website, on the top marks link there are many other numeracy games that you can challenge yourself with. The next one I've always liked using in the geography lessons. It's a way in which we can make our learning of continents, countries and capital letters a bit more interactive. So what you'll find on here, there are several different games on this website with different levels: beginner, intermediate and expert. And one of the games, for example, is the world is divided into different colours, and those colours represent a continent. So your aim is to move your cursor around the world, around the globe, go onto one of those colours and then type in what continent you think that is. And obviously it tells you whether you're correct or not. Going further through the game, you can look at the names of different countries, the names of different capital cities. So trust me, I think it is one that you'll enjoy, particularly if you like learning a bit about the world, and well worth a visit. Hope you enjoy the games. I'd love to hear from you how you got on, whether it's something you enjoy, and it'd be great to see some of you drawing your own NIM boards on paper and playing that, because you can take it anywhere and play it anywhere. So stay safe and take care. I look forward to seeing you soon.